welcome back. It's another issue of Shutter Magazine. Now, in the first two issues so far, I've talked about your website and given you a lot of good tips on things to do to clean it up. This month, we're going to switch. We're going to start talking about your blog. Now, the difference between your website and your your website is about what you sell, your blog is about what's right in your heart. It's an unbelievable opportunity for you to explain to people why you love photography, and you want your blog to be helpful. We're going to be talking about projects in this issue and the next issue, things that you can do that are going to help make your blog more interactive and get more interest in the community. Now, one of the biggest things on a blog is to make sure that your content is relevant. I've written it before, I've talked about it. Just remember the expression, if I can see the world through my client's eyes, then I can sell my client what my client buys. You want to think like they do. You want to understand what's important to them. And when you're doing a blog, a great blog means you've got readership, you're being helpful, you're giving up a little bit of your time to help people in the community, and don't worry about the kinds of things you're sharing as long as they're relevant to your readership. A great example, a few years ago I was talking with a photographer who had done a blog, and the night before a whole bunch of friends had gotten drunk in a bar together, and the blog was actually written very well. In fact, it was written too well. It sounded like a scene out of Animal House, the movie. If you saw it, it was out years ago. The problem is that that particular photographer wanted to be a family and children's photographer. Now, a mom coming in to read that blog and reading a very funny story, even though it was funny and well written, about how this photographer and all these friends had gone out and gotten drunk the night before, is not going to be the message that you want to send as a children family photographer. So just remember, stay relevant. You've got to be consistent with your blog and blog on a regular basis and give people content that's helpful, that helps them raise the bar on the things that they're doing in their lives and tying in photography. And that's it for this month. We'll be back next month, and next month we'll get into a whole bunch of different projects you can do. And for those of you who say, well, there's nothing to write about in my community, there is always something to write about. And that's it. Thanks for following me on Shutter Magazine.